Monster Hunter Wilds, it's been out for 10 days, so let's see what people have to say about it. Make sure you caffeine up. This right here. Now listen, I love Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm having a blast. But this one aspect is something I can't stand with games. We're in 2025, folks. I don't care if it's what you've always done. I had the same gripe with Elden Ring. The philosophy with multiplayer. Newsflash, every gaming company, publisher, producer out there. If you want people to play the game together, here's what you do. You make a little social tab up top. It says, click to invite friend, invite, and the friend has to hit join. That's it. Stop making this, oh, jump through 20 hoops so you can play together. Oh, if you die, you get separated or you get disconnected. Oh, make it easy for people to play together, especially if that's what the point of the game is. Like, that's the best part of Monster Hunter. Apart from fighting the actual monsters, it's ganging up on them with friends. Like, that's the coolest part. But when I have to jump through hoops, oh, make sure that you're actually in the fight. You can't join up beforehand. You have to fire off an SOS or get in a link party and then get in a lobby and make sure you're friends and make sure you're on the same server. My God. Just make it easy for us to play together. And same goes for you, FromSoft. Stop with this summon and write on the floor. Just click add friend. Invite to lobby. It's simple. It's 2025, that's what I'm saying, but this game feels stuck in 2005. Why is it such a chore to run quests with friends? That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you can't join until the actual fight starts? Why? Why? It does nothing. It doesn't take away from the experience if your friends can join before the fight starts. It's just one less thing you have to worry about. Like, come on now. This is supposed to be consumer friendly. One thing that baffles me, look right here. That's the wrong scene. Doesn't matter. Your consumers, the players, have to buy the game and they have to enjoy the game. So why would you make it a pain in the ass for them to play the game? Wouldn't that rub players the wrong way and give them kind of a negative view of you as a company and your practices? Don't you want to be on the right foot with players, aka make it easier for them to play the game? Am I missing something? Let me know. Also, go subscribe while you're letting me know. Maybe I'm off my rocker. I want to play games with people, especially if the game is meant to be played with people, and I want it to be simple. I want this game to be better than it is, and I know they'll make it better in the future, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a lot of people going back to play World and Iceborne. Nope. Listen, as bad as the performance is, first of all, the sales numbers, the concurrent players speak for themselves. I have seen so many people say, oh, this made me want to go back and play Worlds. They'll go and play Worlds and come back to Wilds and be like, wow, it's so much smoother now. That's the thing is, you might have thousands of hours in Worlds, but when you get your hands on a smoother gameplay experience, I'm not talking about performance issues, just when the combat is smoother, when it looks better, when it is Worlds but better, it's going to be really hard to go back to Worlds. I know I already harped on this, but look, another person, just make it join friends game, play the game. This should not be an issue. There's like 3 or 4 layers to, yes, it is make sure you're in a link party, make sure you're friends, invite them to the link party, make sure you're already in the fight, and then the player joins. Oh, guess what? You got disconnected. Like, dog. Fix that shit. My grandma runs better than this game. Yeah, I mean, listen, if people can't run your game, like, it doesn't matter how awesome it is, people got to be able to run it. So kind of valid. See, this just proves if your game is good, even if it doesn't perform the best, people will still play it. 80 hours, almost. Performance is rough, but this is the best Monster Hunter has ever been, which has seemed to be the, like, constant with people is, listen, when it runs, this is the best it has been by a mile if it runs. So, yeah, got to address that. And you know what? Fix the multiplayer. I'm going to be talking about that the entire video because that pisses me off. Like, make it easy to play with people. I paid $70 to boot a crash report. See, that's what, these are so fun. I love when people get creative with their reviews. But he's got 71 hours, so I assume something got fixed. updated the NVIDIA driver, updated your Windows, like normal updates. I don't know, maybe they released a patch. Glad you put in 70 hours. This game's a solid 10 frames per second on Steam Deck. Damn, if you close your eyes, it looks nice. Steam Deck terrified. That is a chef's kiss of a review. Don't expect games to run on your Steam Deck, especially a game like this. Look at the requirements. Look how beefy it is. That's not running on your Steam Deck. Elden Ring runs great, but that's it. If it looks like your PC is going to use a lot of resources, your Steam Deck isn't even going to try. You're going to hit play. It's going to say, playing when you hit the button, and then it's just going to go back to play. It's going to try and say, nope, no thanks, don't even. Like, what are we doing here? Come on. Don't try and play it on your Steam Deck. Oh, look, yet another victim of poor co-op. Whoever thought this co-op system was acceptable should be fired out of a cannon with consent. Stop doing bullshit co-ops. Invite friend join, we play together. Fun time. We bonk monster together with easy co-op system. Start game, invite, join, fight monster. Bonk big monster. Carve up scales to make better weapons. That's not a tough equation. Finished the main story, good game, but they removed a lot of the things from Monster Hunter World that made me want to jump in and explore. The mounts automatically take you to the objective at a very fast pace, so gone is learning an area and finding the shortcuts. Nope, I got a hard disagree with this. You don't have to use the automated mounts. You can mount up and then not have them take you to the objective. That's just for the people who don't want to spend a year trying to explore every single area. Like, remember, some people have time frames on their game time. Some people want to hop in for like an hour, hour and a half, just long enough to gear up, eat, go fight a monster, and then turn the game off. Not everyone has 6, 7, 8 hours to just sit there and explore and learn every nook and cranny. This is a good convenience change for everyone. If you don't like it, don't use it. You still get rewarded for exploring, finding campsites and whatnot, going and fighting monsters that you're not assigned to. Like, you still have that. They just made it easier for the people who want it. And that's good. Difficulty is much lower. Also, few enemies up to this point have presented any challenges, where the first time I took down an Anjanath in World was exhilarating. Elden Ring DLC came out. It's too hard. I can't beat it. I haven't even beaten Moog. How do I do it? Now Wilds. It's too easy. It's way too easy. Or you're just good. I think people forget that there is a section of hardcore gamers who are just good at games. Like, if you're a gamer for a long time, it's pretty easy for you to hop in and pick up on controls. And if you put a little bit of effort into it, you can get good. There's also plenty of people who don't do that, who play games maybe an hour a week or an hour a month or one day a month or something like that. Making it easier in terms of for your entry-level player is okay. And they'll make it harder for the rest of you that are just, looking. You're itching for the game to cause you pain. That's fine. A lot of people just want, no stress. They stress at work. They stress when they're on the toilet and they got to wipe more than like twice. Life is stressful, so they want less stress. Haven't touched grass since launch. Now, see, that's a great feeling. Well, there's been some negativity here, and I've blown past like all the reviews, not all of them, but a bunch of reviews are the same. Performance is terrible. Performance is terrible. Yes, we get it. It runs like doo-doo for some, for a lot, and that's bad. Haven't touched grass since launch. If that's not the case for you, and you land on this side, where a game just makes you want to jump in when you're not showering, pooping, eating, sleeping, like every spare moment you're awake, you want to hop into that game. That is an amazing feeling. When a game makes you feel like that, it is the best. And then right next to it, we got Lady Gemma. Please step on me. If you don't know who Gemma is, she's the, not the locksmith, the hammersmith. What's the word I'm looking for? Blacksmith. Jesus. She's the one who makes your weapons. I'll put up a photo right here. So this person wants Lady Gemma to step on them. I mean, she might be into that. So, hey, write her a letter. Do some in-game, buffoonery and riz her up, as the kids say. I hate kid. Yeah, that's been kind of the sentiment too. Is that kid? What's his name? Nada, I think. He talks a lot, and people just don't want to talk to him. It's like, no, let's stop all the talking and let's get back to the bonk and the monsters. That's why we're here. The story is just like, something to hold together the narrative and get you familiarized with hunting. We're here to hunt monsters. That's it. The kid can just go sit in a corner. Dragon's Dogma 2 all over again. What is that referring to? Like the microtransactions? Because you can play the game without them, I promise you. Dragon's Dogma was a little bit worse because you could buy like fast travel stones. That was pretty dirty. But if we're talking about microtransactions, it's not that bad at all. Like, oh, you want to change your character or whatever. I'm like, all right, just take some time and make sure you like the character. And if you want to change it, cool. But you don't have to change it to keep playing the game. But that's just how I feel. Like, whatever. Anyway, Gemma is so hot, I wish I could lick her dirty feet clean. Dog, she might have like monster guts on her feet. I mean, listen, I'm not judging. You do you. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But like, dog, what if she's got like metal shavings from all the weapons? And now you're going to have metal in your gut and then in your bloodstream? Like, I don't know about this one, Chief. Hey, you do you, but like, well, that was Monster Hunter Wilds, folks. So we see it is quite divisive, mostly in the performance arena. And the co-op, y'all better fix that shit. And as we can see on screen here, this dude is in for a rough time. Like, I believe this is the Doshiguma. They're not super hard. He's got 4 of them. He's screwed. So, I'd love to see how that story turned out. But let me know what you think of Monster Hunter Wilds. Go comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Let me know how your performance is. What Steam review should I do next? There's already some on the docket, so I already know some I'm going to do. But if there's a specific game that I should go look at the comments, maybe you think I'm crazy. Is your performance just perfect? You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't dropped a single frame. It's called Get Good. You can hit me with one of those. The Get Good. So let me know. And if you want to see more Steam reviews, go check here. I don't know. It'll be right there. There's a whole playlist. There's a bunch. So go enjoy and have a good day. Stay caffeinated and let me know what you're drinking.